What's up guys, welcome back to another unboxing showcase review, and we picked up at ZoloCon the new Mythic Legion's Legendary Barbarian, which was a complete surprise drop. It was announced that they were going to surprise us with something legendary, and this is what we got, and it looks incredible. Everything just right from the package, the paint on this guy is outstanding, and I haven't even touched the figure yet. So we're going to take a look. Let's open the box up. But first, here's what we have from the box. That is a whole new thing that I've never seen before. And then, of course, we have the Legendary Barbarian read up right there. So you can take a look at that. And the back is different. Completely different. Barbarians have been a staple in high fantasy. This right there, you can take a look at that. So it's still similar packaging that we always have gotten through the Four Horsemen and our Mythic Legions packaging. So let's take a look. Of course, it is collector friendly packaging. You can just open up these tabs at the bottom and pull this backer card out, so that way you can actually put them back inside the box as you want. But wow, okay, so right from the start, that's new to me, because they never have, if I can remember correctly, they normally don't have trays back here. They really don't. The trays are normally left for like the deluxe type figures, so there's a tray back here, which is pretty cool considering, you know, normally, yeah, see, we always used to get bags of all of our accessories, and if there'll be accessories on the actual figure tray as well, but never a tray in the back. I can't recall one that has a tray in the back, unless, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, this, I don't get every Mythic Legions, but this is still pretty cool to me. So let's get everything out of the packaging, set it all up, and we'll take a look at the figure. All right, guys, we got a slew of stuff here. We're gonna, we'll kind of mess with it all one by one. So let's take a look at all these accessories. Okay, starting off with hands, and it's already a lot. So we have gripping hands right here that was defaulted on the body, which actually has a horizontal hinge on it. But then we also have another pair of gripping hands here. But this has the vertical hinge joints on this one. So that's awesome to see. And look at the incredible detail that they got going on in these hands. It's amazing. So there is that. He did come with fists right here, and he also came with these expressive hands, which this looks more like almost like a gripping hand as well, but there is some expression in those hands right there. And these are a little bit more expressive with these hands as well. As you can see, that's not really for grabbing anything, but you can definitely see the detail that they got going on. I mean, look at the sculpt in the fingers. You could see all of that, fingernails too, inside, on the inside palm hand. Wow, so much detail in just the hands alone. That is remarkable. He does come with a new leather belt, which this is a common belt piece that we've seen with Mythic Legions, but look at the paint detail on this one. My God, it's not as simple anymore. They painted the buckles on there. There's a little bit of wear that you can see. You can see that black wash that they've added on that too. So, jeez, wow. Always amazes me with the amount of paint that they get on these accessories. Nice, flexible, and soft, so that's really cool to see. And sticking with belts, he does have one on his upper torso here, which of course is nicely painted as well. Look at that leather. The rivets painted. There's this gold crest piece right there. And of course along the back, as you can see that. Very cool to see something like that. And with any Mythic Legions, you know that these skirt pieces are also interchangeable, so you could take that out if you wanted to. We've seen this before. I can't recall it, but level of detail in that as well. So that, yeah, so we got new belts right here. So we also got a few chain cuff type thing. I don't even know the actual proper term or word for it, but this one's larger, I guess maybe for your foot or ankle, in which I think these, no, this does not come up. So, I mean, it's a broken chain right here. This, I guess you could put on your foot. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking your ankle. I'm thinking, because then here we have, oops, we have the wrist ones that come with the chains as well. So you just pop off the hand, slide this on there, and you have some chains right there. And we also have some shoulder armor, some pauldrons here, left and right, of course. These are newer to me, newish. I can't recall if this has been reused before, but these look new to me. I've never seen them like this. See the chainmail that's underneath the armor pieces right there, which is a great detail. You can see how much sculpt detail is in this. It's unbelievable. We can put this on him now just so we could see. And of course, if you haven't messed with the Mythic Legions, they will always have these ports on the back here to insert any of the shoulder pauldrons. So let's take a look and see how that looks. Hopefully, I don't think this belt should get in the way, but just in case, I wanted to make sure. They normally are good to go when you are in, because you can just apply enough pressure and it'll pop on like so. So they have some movement from there, but look at that. That increases like his mass, I guess, so it's pretty awesome to see. Very, very cool. He did come with a shield, which is nicely painted. It's a nice matte finish, and then there's this gold all around it. Very, very cool. It does have that peg, which we are all accustomed to, but what I found that, maybe it's just me, this is the handle that we normally utilize, so we just port this right in here for him to hold it in his hand. But there was another piece. There was this piece, which is more of a wrist peg. That's awesome. I love it. I love that we have something like this now, because I know we've had problems in the past where sometimes the nub on this does break off. So, and of course, I also like that you can put this on his wrist and he can still have something held in his hand, which is also pretty cool too. So I like the options that we get here. Now, he did come with some horns as well, which, again, these are always interchangeable. If you have other figures that came with different headdress pieces, you can change them out. But this can go in the ports up there. So we can, since it did come with it, we'll just add them on there, see how it looks. You can turn these as well once they are plugged in here. So you can have horns like that. I mean, hell, you can turn them if you wanted to, make something of your own, you know what I mean? So you could definitely do stuff like this. I don't know if I like it better up, sideways, downward. I don't know. I think we'll leave it like that. We'll keep it like that. He came with this new sword. Oh wow, this is nice. I love this. Looks great. Very, very cool. I don't know. I mean, I could see the brush strokes of the paint. I don't know if that's normal that we see stuff like this. If you guys had one, let me know what you think. If your paint was a little bit different from this. But two different colors. There's a nice wash to it too. So that looks great. We also got an axe. Nicely seen here. Oh wow, look, the black wash going on, getting that detail put out there from the sculpt of it. Very, very nice. I don't think parts of this coat, no, okay. Sometimes there's interchangeable parts on some of the larger weapons, but this one's good. This one's okay. And then we also get 3 different color hair, which that's so wild. That's incredibly wild to see. And of course the hair goes with this head sculpt, right? That looks so good. That looks really good. The green eyes, that's crazy. So you would just insert the hair and plug it in like that. So there is the one, I guess brown, call it red hair. That's the red hair, brown hair, because this one is the dark black hair, which plug it in like that. Did I plug it in? I feel like it's not. There we go. That's where it's plugging. There we go. That looks good. And then we also have our blonde hair. Let's get that in there. Wow. Wow, so good. And of course, I'm going to just pop this off so we can see how he looks like that. That's a whole different look. My God, what a change from taking this head sculpt, putting this on. That looks amazing. Oh, of course I have to swap the headpiece off. I just should have just left the head on. There we go, blonde. And this red hair look. Incredible. Looks so good. All right, we're gonna mess with the paint and sculpt, which is no surprise because Four Horsemen does the best paint applications, the sculpts that I've ever seen in action figures. There's no denying it. So starting off with the head here, because this is the default head, which is so good. Look at that beard, man. The brownish reddish detail in the paint here, of course the black wash that's added. He's got these nice accessories at the ends of the beard here. Oh my goodness. And of course underneath as well, the ornate details in the sculpt of this helmet. So nice. It is simple because of it's just like a one color, but wow, very cool. We do have the horns that it came with. We can always swap them out with different horns because I know I have a Legion builder that I could easily swap out the horns for, and any horns can actually work probably. You can change it out, but there's of course some more detail back here. We've taken a look at these pauldrons. As you can see, the sculpt looks incredible there with the chainmail hanging down from it, the belt too, and of course the detail that you get from this skirt piece going on, including some beautiful soft goods that actually have some wire to it. This is like a terry cloth material in a way, and it feels right for this. I mean, look at the jaggedness, the shredded portions of this cloth piece that's there. And again, look, there is some wire built into it, so it looks great. The color looks great for this. It works so well. There's some fake like fur that is sculpted along the waist area with the leather belt, and you could see the wear of this leather going on. Even the brown details in this skirt piece too, which looks so good. They've added so much detail in there. This here, I know this, yeah, this is actually ported on like so. You can actually remove this piece if you wanted to. So there is a hole for it where the soft goods is, and it's coming out a little bit, so I could probably just push it in further. There you go. So there's that. And then we have his boots sculpted very nicely. These like cuff pirate type boots. We've seen these before and they look great. Very good. Some peg holes there. But honestly, the skin texture, the color of the skin looks incredible. We've had, you know, different palettes of skin colors for Mythic Legions, but this one is so eye-catching to me for the shade of the skin tone that they used. And you could see, like, I feel like there's a form of wash to it as well to darken up where the musculature is, and it looks so good. It looks really good, because we've seen this torso before, we've seen the arms and legs before, but for some reason it just looks all new to me because of the color that they used, and it works so well, and I'm enjoying it. So the paint and sculpt by far, I mean, of course, even with this head giving you some more detail, that looks insane with all the 3 different hairs I mean, the shades of color that you get just from doing a wash over it, that's so good. I have no complaints. So with articulation, let's see. We have a beard in the way. There's no way he's gonna look down from that point of view. He can look up. He, of course, can do side to side. There is a hinge though. We did have a ball hinge at the neck. So we can definitely rotate that much, much higher, which works very, very well in its favor. But even with that, you pop out that head, utilize this new one, we're gonna get a lot more than what we expected out of a Mythic Legions, because they're using a disc hinge for this, which is nice. I mean, them adding a disc hinge now for not all, but some figures, I think it works incredibly, incredibly well. And I'm glad, you know, they have this new point of articulation added to their figures. There's articulation in the shoulder joints, which of course these will hinder some articulation. So if we take one out, which we can see, as you can see, if we were to move this arm, this will go up a little bit, but it kind of just stops right there. But when we take this, you get a good 90-degree angle right there. We do have a single jointed elbow, and it can rotate at the elbow. We have our wrist pegs that you can move all around, as well as they will have horizontal or vertical joints. So, but you will have to just determine that based upon, you know, which hands you're going to utilize. We do have a ball waist right here. So the ball waist, we can go back that far. We can go forward pretty much that far. So we have some good rotation here as well. So it all depends, you know, on how much movement you're wanting getting out of this figure. So that's pretty cool to see. We do have an upper thigh cut. We have a single jointed knee that's pretty much at a 90-degree angle. Oh, you see that? You don't even twist at the knee. This is a different sculpt for me. You actually have a calf swivel, which is nice, a boot swivel. That's pretty cool. And then we have our feet that can go forward and back, as well as have a pivot right there. So that's your articulation. I don't think I'm missing really anything else. Oh, we normally can. You can probably do splits, but I know the skirt piece, as soft as it is, you could go a little bit. You can kick up. You can kick up. Yeah, well, I mean, look at that. He can do straddles right there. So depending upon how much movement you're gonna, you know, utilize with the skirt piece, I mean, you can get the articulation there. So, all right, there you go, articulation. Okay, we're gonna do some size comparisons, and of course, how tall is he? He is just slightly over 7 inches tall on that head sculpt, and I'm sure if we added this one, depending upon the horns, it'll probably be about just the same size, same height. So really no difference, but just 7 inches. All right, starting things off, we got Odious here. And here we have some Plunderlings. And here's some Spiro Toys Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. We've got some SH Figure Arts. Here's some Marvel Legends. Some Jada Toys Street Fighter. And we have the Mezco 112 Collective Gomez. And here are some Savage Crucible figures. And here are some other Mythic Legions. And also here are some other Mythic Legions. I have actually my deluxe Barbarian there, and a Ninian Trooper right there. And you know what? Might as well get the big guy. Good Lord. All right, guys, there you have it. That is my unboxing showcase review for this new Legendary Barbarian by the Four Horsemen Mythic Legions. This is a great figure, and the potential of so much pop and swapping options to utilize the body parts here, you know, mostly a lot of the different accessories as well, and the mere fact, you know, the different hair sculpts that you get. There's a lot. You definitely get a lot in this figure, and you can utilize it very, very well for other figures as well. Create your own type of figure. So much you can do. And that's probably the best aspect of this figure, because you have so many different options to mess around. And you know, you can definitely army build this. If you have more than one, absolutely, you can have some serious crazy barbarian troopers to go around. The nice touch with the soft goods is incredible. Just overall, the amount of accessories you get to play around with this thing is by far one of the best releases that they've ever done, and it's incredible to look at, considering, you know, barbarians and all of the different features that you can get with it. I absolutely love this figure, and it's so well done. So very good job. I incredibly like this figure. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts. So make sure you hit the like, comment, subscribe if you're new. I would love to hear from you guys. Hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.